Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this topic, I wanted to talk to you guys about how the narcissist will not protect you as a woman. The narcissist, you guys, will not protect you as a woman. In the other hand, they will help others destroy you. They will help other men and women destroy you. They will have other men and women who will attack you, who will hurt you, who will stalk you, who will harass you. See, when narcissists get around other narcissists, whether it's men or women, they work as flying monkeys. They protect the narcissist. You know that they're not friends. You know that there's no loyalty, but they are loyal when it comes to protecting one another, lying for one another, fighting for one another. So this is why it's very important for me to talk about how dangerous it is when you're dealing with the narcissist, because see, they portray this image like they have your back, to get supply. And you might think to yourself, right? Well, the narcissist is getting something out of it. I'm getting something out of it. You can say I have the protection of a man around me, but the reality is the narcissist is not on your side. So it's dangerous as a woman to leave your household, to leave your family, and to leave the people and the men closest to you in your circle, whether they're friends. Sometimes you have male friends, right? People you grew up with, people that have your back, people who are married to other friends. You have mutual friends. You probably went to school together, and some of these people are married, right? And they'll protect you. And the narcissist will be upset, will be angry, So let's just say you have a flat tire, and your friend is like, hey, me and my husband, we'll go over there and we'll help you. They're dealing with a man that is willing to protect his family and is willing to help a woman or even a helping friend, a male friend, that man who is a helping friend, whether you're male or female, they're that person that will give you a jump start on your car if you need it, right? And you might not even know this person. You might have a flat and someone just pulls over. They don't want nothing from you. They just, I'm going to help you because I see you as a woman. You don't know what to do, or you just got in a car accident and I know you're distressed. So as a man, as a predator, as someone who spots other predators, but this predator is not a narcissist. This predator is someone who can contain themselves, someone who has mastered, the art of deception and what's in front of them, and how to see clear through things and situations. And they can think like the narcissist. They know the mentality of a narcissist. Maybe when they were younger, and they were immature, they noticed that there was something different between them and their friend. Their friend was a narcissist, but they couldn't put their finger on it. They thought that they were one of them, but they realized that there's a difference because they've become a predator to protect their family. That's what's important to them. The people around them is the most valuable thing that this person has. The narcissist sees no value in the people around them as much as they do for them. They don't empathize with them. They're against them. So a real man can see that. And maturity hit. They didn't want to hurt people. They didn't like the way they made people feel. They appreciate the men and women in their life. They repay the people that they're in a relationship with. They repay their mothers, their sisters with protection. That's what they do. They know how important protection is. They learn to appreciate. They learn to humble themselves. And they learn the art of deception that the narcissist has created. And they stand against it. They might not involve themselves in everything and everyone, and they might not always jump up and help defend someone because they don't know both sides of the story. But if they see a man hitting a woman, they'll come out of their cars to come and save you, to look the narcissist in the eyes and tell the narcissist to back up off of you. Because 95% of the time, they know that the narcissist is physically abusing you, overpowering you because they're a man. They know that it doesn't matter how smart you are as a woman. It doesn't matter how many boundaries you have. It doesn't matter if you're telling someone the truth, you're giving them proof. If you're dealing with a narcissist, they will get aggressive. They will hurt you. And eventually you get to the point where you don't care if they try to break you down. You don't even care if they hit you. You're at the point where you're willing to defend yourself. You're willing to pick up a bottle and crack them in the head. You're willing to pick up a pot and crack them in the head, because it gets that real when you're dealing with these type of people, because they will not protect you. They act like the enemy. They're sleeping with you. You're sleeping with the enemy. They're not willing to protect you. They want to take you away from the people closest to you, men and women, especially the men in your life. If you have any friends and you're like, hey, my friend is married, he doesn't look at me like that. We're friends. They just, if something happens to me, or anything, they're those type of friends that they'll come help me out of this situation, because they know I would do the same for them. They know I will show up for them. The narcissist doesn't like that. They don't like anyone in your life that they feel might be protecting you in any kind of way. So in my experience, I realized that the narcissist, they like to go and they like to get the type of supply where they feel like if you didn't have a dad growing up, or you're missing the love of a dad, a father, they know you weren't able to give that love to your father. They know you want that attention from a man, and if they can get into your mind, they know that you will do anything for them, because they feel like you're giving me all the love you should have gave to your father, and you're giving it to me, but I'm not the person you should be giving it to, because I'm not going to protect you like a father. I'm not your daddy. So while you're protecting them, they're not protecting you. They're bringing you down, and then they know they're going to leave you unprotected. They're looking at you like, I know you want that love. You needed that. You needed protection, so you can understand how important protection is, because I'm not your daddy. If they didn't have their fathers in their life, and their fathers didn't protect their mothers, they feel like they don't understand what protecting is. Even if if their mothers told them, hey, you're the man of the house, the fear of being responsible got too hard, so they expect you to defend them and protect them. Instead of doing their job, they're seeking for other men to protect them. They're the man, but they're expecting other men to protect them while leaving you unprotected. Their mother was able to survive without the protection of a man. They almost feel like, you're weak if you can't survive. They'll show protection towards their family, but it's only because they're using them. They're getting supply. They wouldn't do it willingly if they weren't getting what they wanted out of those people. And a lot of times the reason they target you is because they know you don't have protection of a man. And I know it might seem like it's not a big deal not to have a man around, and you can be single and you can live home alone, and you could just live your life without having men around, because maybe you're afraid now after dealing with a narcissist, right? This is why when someone gets married, your father gives you away to another man, because you're trusting that other man to protect you. So if your mother is giving you away to the narcissist is like, I'm not going to protect her. They know they're not going to protect you. They're going to use all the women in that family. Narcissist doesn't want to get married because they don't want that responsibility. They don't want to protect you. They don't want to do that contract with you, because even when the contract is over, they're not planning on protecting you. They're looking ahead, and they know where they stand with you. They know they can't give you that. So it's very important as a woman to pay attention to people that only care about themselves, because how can someone that only cares about themselves protect you and brag about it? They brag about only caring about themselves. They brag about these things. They try to make it seem like they're such a victim, but they don't want to work together. So they use you as supply, and just as much as you need them for protection, they need you as a woman for protection too. The problem is that they feel like they will always find a better supply that will be able to give them the same protection that you're giving them. The protection that you're giving them is peace, but the narcissist does not like peace. Even while you're with these people, you might not know the importance of having a man around. You might think, hey, the narcissist discarded me, or I discarded them. They were no use for me. The narcissist feels like they're doing you a favor by being around you, even though there's points and times in the relationship where they clearly are not on your side. They jump on your enemy's side. You tell them you don't get along with someone. You don't get along with your neighbor. They go outside and start talking to them as if you must have done something to these people, to disrespect you, because they're disrespecting you. The narcissist, they're like a child. They're like a kid, They're switching sides on you. They'll sit there and not protect you and switch on you to befriend strangers, to befriend a group of people. They're like that kid at school that befriends you because they don't want to be alone. But when they see a group of people, the people that have been attacking you, they're telling those people things about you that you said to get on their side. And what's so crazy is that they'll do these things right in front of you. And if you see these characteristics of people doing stuff like this in front of you, talking to your enemies, befriending your enemies, strangers on the street, women coming up to you and the narcissist because they see you have protection and they're trying to test out to see if that man is really protecting you, and they fall for the crap over and over again. They'll show you right in front of you that they're not protecting you. They'll show other people that they're not really there to protect you. Their body language, the way they look at you, the way they talk to you in front of other people. They're letting their family, friends, and even strangers know that you have no protection. And when someone is doing that, they are your enemy. They're basically feeding you to the wolves, because now those people are focused on you. They almost feel like there must be something wrong with you. And they're giving people the fuel to come and use you. They're basically giving them the A-OK, come and finish her off. Because they are so busy being jealous of you, being jealous of what you can get out of life, when they serve a big purpose in your life, and that purpose is protection, and they can't even do that because they are so busy being jealous haters, being envious haters. They are sick, twisted, demented people. They purposely want to attack you and hurt you. And then they fuel narcissists who are just like them, whether it's their friends or family, and now their friends or family are like, finish her off, almost like you did something to them. You're triggering something in these narcissists' mind that jealousy and hate for you. The narcissist feels like you're not protecting them because you're not giving them all that you have, all of your assets, all of your supply, all of your time and money. You know, they feel like it's almost like they want a mother that's going to protect them and do everything for them, but they're not giving you that safety that you need. You're afraid of them. You're afraid of them to hit you. You know, you're afraid of these people to set you up. They want to internally hurt you so bad that when you go in rage, no one is there to calm you down, because they feel like no one was there to calm them down, even though you were there the whole time. You were there the whole time dealing with their ups and downs and their mood swings and their anger and their the times where they felt low in life. You built them up, but they won't give you credit for that. That shows you right there that they're not protecting you. When they're siding with people, when they're trying to befriend people, your enemies, when they're trying to de-escalate situations and they're making it seem like they're trying to calm you down, and they're letting the other men know, hey, my bad, I'll take care of her, she's crazy, I'll take care of her. They feel like they're doing you a favor. You're almost like, why are they over there handshaking and laughing with this man? A lot of times that those people they befriend, your enemies and people that, are against you, are narcissists themselves. Sometimes those narcissist men know that you're alone in this world. They know you don't have a man around, or a father or a dad checking up on you, coming and pulling up on you, making sure that the household is okay and you're living okay as a single woman out here, right? So they're going to send flying monkeys your way. They're going to send narcissistic women. They're going to send empaths who are brainwashed to attack you. You ever seen women fighting and then the man is right there pushing you towards the other woman? Pushing you towards the other woman? Because he really wants to fight you. He really wants to antagonize you. But he knows, hey, you can call policemen. You can call the police men. That's what they're for when you don't have protection, right? So they try to brainwash you to believe that you shouldn't call the police when stuff like this is going on, so that you don't have any type of protection, And they're trying to send flying monkeys and women, their new supply even, to fight you, because they were never on your team. They were never protecting you. And their version of protecting you was being shady, being fake, being around you, pretending to be on your side, but they are really not on your side. And if your enemy invited them for a cocktail or some champagne, they would just sit there and take off with them and disappear in the car, and you're not going to see them till the next day in the morning. And then they're going to act like they didn't just take off on you and partied with your enemies. This person's not protecting you, because the moment that the narcissist is gone, all those people that you thought the narcissist was protecting you, all those people that saw you and the narcissist together in your neighborhood, all your neighbors, once they see that you got a divorce, the relationship is over, they know you're unprotected. They know that the narcissist never treated you with respect, because they were sitting here waving hi to them. They were never on your side. So these people know that person's not really protecting you, but they're kind of like, okay, I can't really do anything to this person now. But when the narcissist is gone, we're going to eat this person out alive, because I know it's a matter of time until the narcissist leaves. So this is why I say, as a woman, if you're dating and you don't have the protection of a dad, or the protection of your brothers, or the protection of any men in your life, it's very dangerous to date narcissists, especially if they're trying to eliminate the women in your life, the women that are going to give you good advice, the women that are going to tell you, don't let this man hit you and get away with it and think it's okay, right? So this is the reason that the narcissist targets a lot of women who don't have that type of protection. Even if you have your dad in your life, but your dad, he's distant. He's a narcissist himself. He's going to side with the narcissist, if anything. Then the narcissist knows, hey, you don't have protection, not even from your own dad. They know this. This is why they target you. And you might think it's not a big deal to, live life without having, people or a man protecting you. But it's not until your relationship ends with the narcissist that you see how predatory men are, and you see how sick they are, how nasty, dirty, low down they are. If you talk to them as a woman, because they're doing something to disrespect you, they're crossing your boundaries, they're all in your space, all in your face. They keep doing something over and over again to piss you off. And you're like, I can't talk to this person, man to man, because they're not going to respect my voice. Even if I'm telling them the truth, what they're doing is wrong. When you tell the narcissist what they're doing is wrong, they don't listen to you. But if they get around other narcissist men, they'll listen to them. They'll take their advice before they take yours. That's what's wrong with those narcissists. They'll take the narcissist friend's advice, even if those people are competing with them as well, instead of listening to your advice. And then when things go wrong for the narcissist, they want you. They want to use you for your intelligence, for your empathy, for your mind, for your intuition. They want to use you for those things, and they think they're doing you a favor by being around you. So when they're not around you and they've ran off everybody, in your life, then you're stepping up to people who are disrespecting you, and you're thinking, maybe I can talk to this man in a good way and tell him that what he's doing I don't like. Please don't do it anymore. Guess what? You're speaking to a male narcissist. He's going to want to do it more. He's not going to respect you. He's going to study you. He's going to stalk you. He's going to literally surveillance your home, your lifestyle, and see, okay, does this person have anybody in their life? How many visitors do they get a day? Who comes and checks up on her? Does she have a father, a male who comes in and out maybe once a week or once a month? They study the routine. If they feel like you don't have that type of protection, they automatically aren't going to respect you. So sometimes you're going to get disrespected by narcissists for the simple fact that you're single. So they'll tell you, go around. If you don't want a man, I guess you'll never have a man then, because having protection comes with a prize. So what if I lie? So what if I cheat? I'm giving you protection, or I'm giving you a roof, or I'm doing certain things. Everything is an exchange. Everything is a business deal with them. Only they want more out of the business deal because they feel like, hey, I'm a man. I'm valuable to you. Because if you're running around in these streets without protection, you'll have stalkers, you'll have perverts, you'll have weirdos coming around you, stalking you, watching your every move, trying to get close to you. And if they can't get close to you, they don't like you. And if they don't like you, now they're doing things to antagonize you. And they're basically crying out, messing with you, because they're like, go ahead, go get your brother. Go ahead. Go get your daddy. Go ahead. They're trying to fight you. They're mentally playing games. They really want to fight you. So the narcissist, when they leave you unprotected, and then you start to see how bad it feels to not have protection. And not only that, the fact that they pull you away from anyone who was willing to protect you. And to them, it's like, it's like, I chose you as a supply because you didn't have the protection. You didn't have no one bringing awareness to you about my personality and how delusional, how crazy, how controlling, manipulative I am. So no one told you these things about men? No one told you that men only will tell you anything you want to hear to get what they want. They'll waste your time. They'll sell you dreams. No one told you this? Oh, your mother told you, but you didn't want to listen to her because she's not a man, right? She's not a man. So basically, you if I wouldn't have came into your life, you would have been manipulated by any man, because you needed that. You needed those conversations. You know, and you know, if you argue with the narcissist, to them it's like, don't you know that you're not supposed to argue back with me? I'm a man. I'm protecting you. You shouldn't argue with the person protecting you. So what if I'm doing whatever I want? So what if your emotions are everywhere? So what if I'm using you? You're getting something out of it, because whether you're single or whether you're single or you're with someone else, you're going to bump into narcissists. You're going to bump into, you're going to bump into people who know they can overpower you. They can manipulate women, weak women, to get on you, to fight you, they can send flying monkeys for you because they're weak-minded. They need that father love. They need a man. They needed guidance. So now they can tell that woman to do whatever they want. That woman can go out into the street and become a streetwalker and blame it on her traumas. The narcissist is going to make you feel close to them based on your traumas. They're going to make you feel like they understand you. They don't judge you. They're protecting you while you're doing something for them. So they get people to the lowest of the lowest levels. That's the lowest level you can go to as a woman. But they're going to make you feel like, hey, that's what the world is about. Hey, it's about money. It's about money and protection from a man. It's a man's world. It doesn't matter how much money as a woman you make. It doesn't matter that you have a career. It doesn't matter, because you're not protected. You're not protected. So you'll fall for anything. So you'll deal with people who make you feel like they're protecting you because they're making you a nice hot meal. But they're not really protecting you. They're protecting themselves. But they feel like whatever they do to use you and move on to the next supply, instead of you having the peace of knowing you're dealing with someone who's always going to have your back, no matter, even if you're not together, they're going to protect you as a man. You're not going to get that from a narcissist. They'll talk to you years later, months later. If you want to get in contact with them, they can talk to you. They'll make you secondary supply, but you will not get that protection from them. When someone is real, they're going to protect you no matter what, even if you guys aren't together. They're going to understand the importance of their role as a man in your life. So even if you're not together, when your kids need something, they're going to run to help your children. They're going to be there for your children. They're going to be there for you as a mother, because they know that you need to be strong to take care of them, and you need to be strong enough so that they can take care of themselves, to be able to protect you. It's about protecting one another. But you're not going to get that from the narcissist. If anything, you're going to be the least protected. You're going to have flying monkeys. You're going to have strangers who don't respect you. You're going to have people that are going to ask you, are you married? They're asking you these questions because they want to know if you're protected. So when you say you're single or you're happy, they almost laugh at you, because it's like, okay, yeah, you might have some money, but you don't have protection and you don't understand how serious it is. So you'll never be protected by the narcissist. And I had moments where I felt like, man, I'm going through a lot as someone living on my own now after the relationship ended. And it was times where I felt like I'm going to have the narcissist around me, even if I know they're doing me dirty, because I need protection, because things are getting so freaky around here that I'm actually afraid. I'm actually afraid of what will happen, because There's certain conversations that I want to have with people or someone, and I can go directly to speak to a woman to woman. But if that woman disagrees with me as a woman, if she disagrees with me and she sits down and gossips with her husband or her boyfriend late at night, and he's a narcissist, and it's giving her fuel that he's showing some type of interest in her, he doesn't have respect for you as a woman, So to him, he feels like he can talk to you any kind of way. He feels like he can put his hands on you, but he's going to be careful about doing that until he figures out who is the man protecting you. So when they see you're alone a lot, when they see you don't have certain people checking up on you, it's very dangerous for you as a woman. You can't tell these people you live home alone. Some of them, a lot of them are going to know because they're going to stalk you. They're going to be looking through the windows, looking through cameras. They're going to be stalking you. And then they're going to do things to provoke you. They're going to be parking on your parking spot. They're going to block your driveway. They're going to do crazy, weird things. Narcissists do stuff like this. They pick on people that they think are weak. And when you're alone, that's when they feel you're at your weakest, So you might notice a difference between being in a relationship, even if you were with a narcissist, being unprotected by the narcissist, but even though you were being protected in some twisted way by the narcissist, even though they obviously were going to war with you, you'll notice that the male narcissist predators could feel your aura of protection, that you weren't alone, basically. They could feel that. And you'll see that you won't get disrespected when you're with someone, those narcissists on your street, where you live, they're not going to take your parking spot because they see you and your husband, they see you and your boyfriend every day. The moment they see you alone, that's when they're going to try it with you. And you will feel like, wow, the narcissist didn't protect me, but now I see how unprotected I really am. Then you have narcissists that just, you just feel unprotected as a woman. And you almost feel like you can't defend yourself because narcissists have the mindset of, I'm the man and I can overpower you at any moment, no matter what you do. They think they're tougher, they're stronger, they're smarter, and it's just very dangerous, because you'll tell yourself, well, maybe I'm better off with the narcissist around me because it protects me from other narcissists. But then the narcissist can get very sinister where they're going to cause more abuse to you than, the typical narcissist in your everyday life or strangers would do sometimes. Sometimes you'll keep the narcissist around. You'll put up with their behavior. You'll put up with, you'll be satisfied getting whatever they're willing to give you. But sometimes, even when you tell yourself, well, I'm going to keep this person around because I feel really unprotected and I guess it's better to be with them than be alone because it's crazy out here, right? You can tell yourself that. But what happens is, if the narcissist knows or feels your energy or knows that about you, now they're going to abuse you more because they know that you feel like you're getting something out of it. And the narcissist will always wants to make sure that you feel like you're not getting nothing out of it. So this is why they will purposely befriend other people. They will purposely talk to people in front of you that are your enemies. They will go behind your back trying to figure out their version of the story, when it really doesn't matter their version of the story because they shouldn't even be talking to them, right? But these are just things that the narcissist will do. So sometimes it's better to be invisible as a woman and not step up to any man or even step up to a woman who is obviously married or in a relationship. Don't even step up to her, because if she says anything to that narcissist that she's with, that narcissist is going to come to you And he's going to try to catch you when you're by yourself. And he's going to basically make you feel like, okay, well, go get your man, go get your daddy, you know? And if you go tell the narcissist that you're with what's going on, he's not going to protect you. He's not going to protect you. And that's why you have to make sure as a woman, you have that protection, you know? So sometimes it's better to be alone and just have good friends and good people around you. You don't have to be intimate with people, but it's good to have people around you, because that's what the narcissist wants. They want you to be alone, and they want you to be unprotected. They don't want you to have, anyone in your life to protect you, because they know if you don't have anyone, the pain, the anger will take over, and they know you'll self-destruct, because these narcissists, men and women, will set up traps, to get you, to pull you down. So I hope that this message was helpful for your healing, for your understanding. I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace. If you guys want to book a session with me, my booking information will be on the description. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Love you guys. Bye.